Chris Eggert, in partnership with my parents Jenny and Paul, my wife Anne, and we've been organic dairy farmers now for 7 years. The dairy farm was a very conventional farm with very high inputs of inorganic fertilisers. Without us really knowing, the soil became really hard and there was no much life in it, and that's the only thing that could make grass grow. And we just used to have to use more and more of it to get the same sort of results from the pasture. When we turned organic, that was a time of deregulation. The way we were farming at that stage, we just realised that with a low price of milk, it just wouldn't be sustainable for us financially. The organic market was increasing. But one of the biggest things we do now that we didn't used to do was we planted a diverse range of species in our pastures. We plant oats, ryegrass, lucerne, chicory, plantain, prairie grass, 3 different types of clovers, and obviously we fertilise those pastures differently, and we find that they last a lot longer. And the longer and healthier your plants can last, the better it is for your soil. So as your soil, as that increases, as that gets better, your soil improves, and that means that you've got more organic matter in your soil. It holds on the water better, it holds on the nutrients better, recovers from wet times, dry times quicker. When we stopped using inorganic fertilisers, the health of our cows improved. We started the process by composting chicken manure, and we did that for 2-3 years. The chicken manure is just chooks on sawdust. And I've got this cow yard here, and there's cows standing on it for nearly 5 hours a day. Why don't we put sawdust on the yard? Every 2-3 days we take that sawdust out of the yard. Obviously it's a bit wet and it's got some manure on it, and we stockpile it, and we turn it with a compost turner to get oxygen into the pile. A few days it gets quite hot, 60 to 70 degrees. This is the finished compost here, made from the dairy yard and the sawdust, and also we add wood chip to it, which is before we put it on the paddock, we take the wood chip back out of it using this trommel here, so the fine bits obviously come through, and then the wood chip we put back into the piles to re-inoculate the compost. And then after 4 months we spread it out on the farm. There's no offensive smells, or it smells good, it feels good, and the grass responds to it. Our grazing's a lot different than it used to be. We don't like to graze grass when it's short. We like to have it fairly long, probably longer than what most textbooks would tell you to have. But it means it's getting a deeper root system under the ground. All we're looking at before was what was on top of the ground. Now we're trying to visualise and see what's under the ground. Well, the plants are converting sunlight into sugar, and that helps protein and all that sort of thing, and the cows eat that. But what comes back out of the cow is probably the most important thing. They're just big recyclers. And if we can take the carbon out of the atmosphere through the process of photosynthesis and store it in the soil, then surely that's got to take CO2 out of the atmosphere, and that's in the big picture. And if the plants are healthy, the animals are healthy, and then whoever drinks or eats the products, then it should be healthy for them too. So it should be just a win-win situation. If we can look after the environment, it'll look after us. This system, this organic system, the biological system, is just all about improving your soil. And you have to do everything you can to improve it. Because if it falls over, I can't run to the shop and get a rescue bag of urea and throw in there and make it all better. And this biological farming stuff, if you're thinking about doing it, or you're not happy with the way things are going, or you want to make a change, or done it, and I know other people have done it, and they're just the same as me. They wouldn't go back. Like it's a really good thing to do. It's satisfying. It works.